So this is a topic that I've been thinking about for a little while, but before I'm going to talk about that, I am going to say thank you to all the people who responded to my last video and gave me some tips for what I should make videos of, and I'm definitely going to make a bit more personal videos about me and maybe more about vlogs. And I'm sorry I haven't responded to all your comments yet, but I will. Yes, I'm going to make more personal videos because I think it seemed like people wanted that, and maybe a bit more vlogs and outside, and I still feel it is uncomfortable to make videos outside when people are looking at me, so therefore I will only make those videos at times where there aren't a lot of people outside. Yeah, but I will make some. And the personal content, there will be more personal content. The reason I haven't made a lot of personal videos is because I wasn't really sure if that was something people were interested in. Like, why would people be more interested in my life than in any other person's life? But in another way, I like hearing about people's life and knowing about other people's lives. And also thank you so much for correcting my English. By the way, I think that a lot of people has commented on was that I say to learn you something instead of to teach you something. The reason that I say that is because in Norwegian we only have one word for that. To learn means the same as to teach. So I guess that was the reason that I don't think about using two different words for that, because in Norwegian we only have one word for that. I will try to take that in and remember that, because I've been told that before. But back to the topic that I was going to talk about, and that is people commenting on appearance. Most people know that it's not a good thing to comment on people's like natural appearance, like if they're fat, if they're thin, if they're tall, if they're short, if they have pimples, you know, that most people know that it's not accepted to do that, and it is not a good thing. So yes, some people do that even though they know it is not a good thing to do, but most people know that is something you should avoid. I guess that people who does that actually are trying to hurt people a lot of times. But something that I have experienced lately, and I think the reason that I haven't experienced this as much before is probably because it could be because I live in Norway and it isn't that common to comment on those things, but also maybe because I actually have a YouTube channel now, and I've also noticed that other people who has YouTube channels get this kind of comments too. And just to be clear, I don't take those comments seriously. I don't care people commenting on what I look like seriously. I just, they don't mean anything to me, so don't worry about that. But this kind of commenting is commenting on a way that a person has made himself look. For example, commenting on how a person's makeup is, commenting on how a person's clothing is in a negative manner, or their hair, or you know, something like that. Why do people think it is fine to say your hairstyle doesn't suit you, your hair color is wrong, your makeup doesn't look good? Do these people, or if you're a person like that who comments like that, do you think that for example, do you think I dress to please other people? Am I required to dress a certain way so other people think that I look good? I don't dress for other people or put my hair a certain way or color my hair a way for other people. I make myself look in a way that I feel good with. When you're coloring your hair or putting on your makeup, do you think, will the people that will look at me today see my eyeliner and think that it looks good, or will they think it looks bad? Is that what you are basing what you're going to look like upon? Because I certainly don't think that is a good reason to color your hair, if you're only doing it to get compliments. And also, these people, do they think that other people are required to dress to please their eyes? Because I certainly don't, and I just find it like, I would never say to a person, seriously, you do not look good in those clothes. Because if that person feels good in those clothes, even if nobody else at all thinks it looks good, if you want to wear a paper bag as a shirt, then let him do it. Seriously, it's not your business to comment on what another person looks like at all. No, it isn't at all. And I just feel it is way too accepted to, like, most people would say, seriously, you can't say that somebody's fat. That's fine. But a lot of people think it is fine to comment on that, like, that clothing doesn't suit you at all. It's really different if somebody asks you, like a friend or something, asks you, do you think this sweater suits me? Then you can answer honestly. But do not go up to a person, or in my opinion, why would you go up to a person and say that something doesn't look good enough if they feel good in it? What's the point with that? Is your goal in life to make other people think you look good? Or is it to feel good about what you look like yourself? If you're always going to base what you're going to look like upon what other people think, you're never going to be satisfied, because there's always somebody who's not going to like the way you look. But this was mostly to the people who comment like this, like, is that okay? But I think in certain culture this is fine, and I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. Maybe it's just me, a strange Norwegian's thoughts. But yeah, what do you think about this topic? Or do you agree with me, or do you think it is fine to comment other people's appearance as long as it's not about their body shape, or, you know, is that fine? I would love to hear your thoughts, and especially if it is the totally opposite from me. Maybe I will get to see it from a different angle and I will maybe change my mind, or yeah. Another thing I was thinking about doing is to have, when I have time, have a vlog week where I make a vlog every single day. Maybe it isn't that interesting. I know that people have that right before Christmas. I'm not going to promise to do it right away, because, you know, making videos, especially when you're me and you make a lot of mistakes, it takes some time to edit them, and I don't have time to edit one video each day, so it has to be a week when I have a bit more time than I usually have. Okay, thank you for watching. Remember to comment. Okay, bye bye.